Will the House please come to order and members kindly take their seats? Good afternoon. The devotional today will be led by Representative Chris Morrow of Weston.
Good afternoon. I'd like to tell you a story about a farmer. I first heard this story decades ago and hadn't thought about it in quite a while, but last session, sitting out there and in committee room, I thought about it a number of times. This is the story of an old farmer who had a favorite draft horse, and one day his horse ran away. Upon hearing this news, his neighbors came to visit. "Such bad luck," they said. "Maybe," the farmer said. The next morning, the horse came back with 3 wild horses. The neighbors came back again and said, such good luck." "Maybe," the farmer said. The following day, his only son tried to tame one of the wild horses, got thrown, broke his leg. Again, the neighbors came back and said, "That's terrible." "Maybe," the farmer said. The day after that, the military came to town drafting young men in the army. Seeing that his son's leg was broken, they passed him by. The neighbors came by, all their sons were gone into the army. They said, "You got so lucky." "Maybe," the farmer said. And this story could go on and on. But this story shows how we can never truly know how a situation is going to turn out. There's only what happened and how we can respond. One of the first Zen masters to come to the United States was named Suzuki Roshi. There's a famous book of his talks called Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind. And in it, he says, "In the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities. In the expert's minds, there are few." Now, we all know we need more experts in this building, and we are supremely grateful for the expertise of Ledge Council and Joint Fiscal. But I've always liked this quote because it reminds me to listen with a fresh mind. I have an app on my phone that sends me a quote each morning, and in a nod to synchronicity, this morning it sent me a quote by a Polish poet, Wisława Szymborski, who won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1996. She says, "Whatever inspiration is, it's born from a continuous I don't know." Whatever inspiration is, it's born from a continuous I don't know. If you prefer a Christian viewpoint, we can turn to the 14th century text, The Cloud of Unknowing. The message of the Cloud of Unknowing is that God cannot be understood via reason or intellect. By love may he be gotten and holden, but never through thought. To achieve this goal, the text recommends cultivating 2 mental states. 1, the cloud of forgetting, which is temporarily setting aside one's knowledge and intellect. And 2, the cloud of unknowing, where God dwells beyond human understanding and can be comprehended only through love. Why am I bringing all this up in a body that is charged with making decisions based on data and knowledge and reason and intellect? Because for me, it is a good reminder to be humble, to understand that our actions have unintended consequences, and that our rigid opinions and fixed mindsets might not be our best assets when we are trying to problem solve. Maybe openness, curiosity, and a beginner's mind are what we should value. Thank you.
Members, we have 15 House bills for introduction today. So with that, member from Poultney, can you please offer us a motion to suspend our rules to introduce bills by number only?
Madam Speaker, I make a motion to suspend rules in order to introduce bills by number only.
Member from Poultney moves that we suspend our rules to introduce bills by number only. Are you ready for the question? If so, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. All those opposed, please say nay. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes do have it, and you have suspended rules to introduce bills by number only. Please listen to the first reading of bills by number only.
H727,
To Energy and Digital Infrastructure.
H728,
To Judiciary.
H729,
To Government Operations and Military Affairs.
H730,
To Environment.
H731,
To Environment.
H732,
To Ways and Means.
H733,
To Commerce and Economic Development.
H734,
To Government Operations and Military Affairs.
H735,
To Government Operations and Military Affairs.
H736,
To Healthcare.
H737,
To Environment.
H738,
To Human Services.
H739,
To Agriculture, Food Resiliency, and Forestry.
H740,
To Energy and Digital Infrastructure.
and H741.
To Judiciary. Members, at this time, we have a joint Senate resolution to take up. JRS 34 is a joint resolution relating to weekend adjournment on January 23rd, 2026. It was offered by Senator Baruth and was read and adopted on the part of the Senate. Please listen to the reading of the resolution.
Resolved by the Senate and House of Representatives that when the two houses adjourn on Friday, January 23, 2026, it be to meet again no later than Tuesday, January 27, 2026.
Now you've heard the reading of the resolution, and the question is, shall the House adopt the resolution in concurrence? Are you ready for the question? If so, all those in favor, please say aye. All those opposed, please say nay. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes do have it, and the resolution is adopted in concurrence. Members, we do not have an action calendar today, so this will be our only set of announcements. Are there any announcements? Member from Burlington.
Tonight is Farmers Night, doors at 7, show at 7:30. Really, really cool event tonight. Bob Wagner, who's a Burlington, he lives in Burlington, but he's Vermont native, singer-songwriter, guitar player. He's played with Fish, with Cat Wright, bunch of cool people, and it's pretty awesome that y'all get to see him play for free tonight, 7:30. If you want to reserve your seat, put a little sign on your desk before you leave the chamber.
Member from Waterbury.
Madam Speaker, House Human Services moves that it be relieved of H724, an act relating to administration of involuntary psychiatric medication in emergency circumstances, and that the same be assigned to House Healthcare.
The member from Waterbury moves that the Committee on Human Services be relieved of House Bill 724, which is an act relating to the administration of involuntary psychiatric medication in emergency circumstances, and that the same be committed to the Committee on Healthcare. Are you ready for the question? If so, all those in favor, please say aye. All those opposed, please say nay. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes do have it, and you have relieved the Committee on Human Services of House Bill 724 and committed the same to the Committee on Healthcare. Member from Berkshire.
The Lake Carmi Campers Association and Franklin Watershed Committee is going to be in the cafeteria today at 4 o'clock. Please join them for ice cream and an opportunity to discuss efforts to help our state's only designated lake in crisis.
Member from Calais.
Madam Speaker, I move that the Committee on General and Housing be relieved of House Bill 661, which is an act relating to workers' compensation coverage for firefighters with cancer, and that the same be committed to the Committee on Commerce and Economic Development.
The member from Calais moves that the Committee on General and Housing be relieved of House Bill 661, which is an act relating to workers' compensation coverage for firefighters with cancer, and that the same be committed to the Committee on Commerce and Economic Development. Are you ready for the question? If so, all those in favor, please say aye. All those opposed, please say nay. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes do have it, and you have relieved the Committee on General and Housing of House Bill 661 and committed the same to the Committee on Commerce and Economic Development. Member from Brattleboro.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The Climate Solutions Caucus will meet tomorrow at noon in room 10. We will have a presentation on the common environmental agenda, and we will have pizza. So please join us. Thank you.
Member from Bradford.
Madam Speaker, I have a guest in the gallery. Michelle Nee is a tech and AI policy researcher at the Center for a New American Security. Could the body please help me welcome her to the People's House?
Will the guest member from Bradford please rise and be recognized? Member from Guilford.
Madam Speaker, I've wondered if this would happen, and it did today. I walked into the chamber, and there's a friend here sitting in the gallery that I was totally not expecting. I'd like to welcome her to the room here. Mary Thome from Halifax, next town over from Guilford, was one of my wife's caregivers at the end of her life. So I'd like to welcome her here today. She's been visiting a representative from Halifax and attending meetings and so forth today. So she's here.
Will the guest member from Guilford please rise and be recognized? Are there any further announcements? Member from Colchester.
Yes, thank you. I would like to wish my roommate and dearest friend a happy birthday today. I won't mention her name, but she's sitting right next to me.
Happy birthday, member. Are there any further announcements? Seeing none, member from Poultney, can you please offer us a motion to adjourn until Thursday, January 22nd at 3 p.m.?
Madam Speaker, I make a motion this body stand in adjournment until Thursday, January 22nd, 2026 at 3 p.m.
You have heard the motion. Are you ready for the question? If so, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. All those opposed, please say nay. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes do have it, and this body stands in adjournment.